Jack Smith, this is Kevon Owen, doing what we do, talking about counseling stuff, trying to help folks out. Kevin, I've had people come into my office before and they, might be in their 30s, maybe even 40s, and say, I hate my job, it's making me miserable, it's making me a miserable person at home, I don't like what I'm doing, but I feel stuck because I've been in it 20 years. What am I supposed to do? How would you help somebody out with that? Is it worth the change, I guess is the question.
I don't know. I don't know if it is worth the change. If you want what you've had, keep doing what you've been doing. I tell people in similar situations, or even young college students, sometimes you got to bet on yourself that your life could get better if you did something different. It might be a little bit hard. Sometimes we pay dues, but bet on yourself. And then I bet the stakes would be enough to make you work for it.
Yeah, I think if you feel stuck in your life and you know that that's one of the main culprits for your misery, then you have to think about making a change there. Is it worth it? I don't know. That depends on every person's situation, but I think it's worth looking into. I think it's worth maybe, seeing what's out there. Maybe take an inventory of your job and how that suits your personality types or your different goals or your passions in life, your strengths, attributes. Maybe take a look at that. If you're not working within one of your strengths or attributes, you're probably going to be miserable at your job.
Count the cost. Count the cost of staying. Is what you're in there for worth what you're going through? And then what do you need to make is another question to ask yourself. Are you in a job that's kind of lame or kind of boring, that you started and you've worked your way up, but it's not gotten any more exciting, but for your family's needs you need to work in it? Well, what I would say is find joy somewhere else. If your job is there and it does meet your needs, that's pretty important. Maybe your dream or your goal. Jack, whenever I was growing up, it was my dream to be a professional video game tester.
That's a good dream.
But my kids like to eat. And so I might need to look at it and go, okay, maybe I could test video games on my free time while working a job that doesn't bring me joy. And if that's the case, then where's the joy in the job that I have? Because your job probably has something that's causing you some benefit.
Yeah, put down the Fortnite then.
Yeah.
I would say some people work in a career field that is their passion, that's inside of what their passion might be. And that's awesome. But sometimes we don't. Sometimes we have jobs that are really good for financial stability. Like Kevin said, we're taking care of our family, we're meeting the needs, our kids are being able to experience with different things, and we're giving them opportunities and opening up doors for them. And we wouldn't be able to do that if we didn't work our job. I like what Kevin said is find a different area of your life to fulfill that passion. We work roughly a third of our life, we sleep roughly a third of our life. What about that other third? Can you find something that you can dive into that you're passionate about within that third? Sometimes it is worth keeping that job to feed your family and take care of your responsibilities as a husband and a father, or a wife and a mother, whatever you're at in life. But I would say that count the cost, and but don't be scared to look into it. Don't think that, well, now that I've already got into this, I'm stuck here, because that's really going to make you miserable, and misery loves company, and your family's not going to like it after a while.
If you don't like your life, change it. If you don't like your socks, change them. If you got a life that you don't like, then change your mind. You can change that. Don't stay locked in the same. Keep growing, keep pushing, keep exploring, and while you do that, I would also recommend choose the voices that you have talking to you about how to improve your life or what you should change. I know people who do not value family, and I'm not going to go to them and say, hey, how should I change my life? I know people who do not value responsibility. Don't go to them to ask them how you should change your life. Listen to the right voices. But if you don't like your life, change it.
We can help you do that.
Hey, that's what we do. Call some counseling.
Yeah.